Did Age of Ultron predict that Tony Stark would become Doctor Doom? Let's talk about it. Let's face it, Ultron was never just a villain in the MCU. He was the warning. In Avengers Age of Ultron, he saw the future of the MCU. Incursions, Kang, mutants, and Doom. He saw all of it. Ultron ran the numbers, and what he knew was that for the world to survive, the Avengers needed to fail. Let me explain. Ultron saw Tony as a hypocrite, obsessed with control. In Iron Man, Stark moved from weapons for everyone to weapons for himself, something the government never let him live down. Ultron saw an endless cycle. War creates peace, and that peace creates more war. He knew this cycle would destroy the world and decided that by removing the Avengers, it meant planetary survival. Now let's talk about the Mind Stone. In Age of Ultron, we learned that Wanda's powers are derived by the Infinity Stone, and using those powers, she was able to force members of the Avengers to experience nightmarish futures of their fears and their pasts. At his birth, Ultron also received a vision from the stone through accessing the stone's data. This, combined with knowing everything that Tony knows, immediately fueled his worldview. These visions weren't just dreams, they were destiny. Thor saw Ragnarok and the rise of the Infinity Stones. Natasha saw the Red Room and faced it later. Steve saw Peggy, which was ultimately paid off during Endgame. Wanda saw herself as the Scarlet Witch. Tony saw the Earth destroyed and the Avengers dead, and instead of stopping, he doubled down, creating Ultron to win the war before it begins, never giving up on that mindset that he alone could change the future. Tony's vision wasn't about Thanos. The floating rock at the end of time is the same place that He Who Remains lived and Loki now resides. And the kicker? Among the dead heroes, Tony is the only one missing. Ultron understood the multiverse, I would argue, better than Kang ever could. He didn't see universes, he saw outcomes, infinite probabilities that would all lead to inevitable destruction. And his logic proved someone was pulling the strings all along. And with Tony wielding all of the Infinity Stones, in the end, it only confirmed that Doom was on his way. And now that the MCU is getting ready to reset everything into the mutant saga after Doomsday and Secret Wars, everything is turning out the way that Ultron predicted when he told Wanda and Pietro they were the next stage of human evolution. Ultron wasn't wrong. He was early. Do you think Ultron was just another villain in the MCU? Or was he a symptom of a bigger problem? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.